Welcome back to The Race. I'm Chris Stewart. This week we're talking about criminal justice reform, and learning a new skill can help keep someone who has left prison from reoffending. Alicia Nieves is showing us how computer programming is helping keep some former inmates on the outside.
Prisons house more than 2 million people in America right now. According to the Department of Justice, 650,000 will get out this year, and it's expected that upwards of 83% of them will reoffend and be back. But does the recidivism rate and the number of people in prison in this country have to be that high?
When you want to make a change, at the last mile, we're using technology to try to solve the problem of mass incarceration.
The Last Mile is a program that has software engineers like Jason Jones
That will help you so much more.
remote into prison and teach convicts computer coding. Once they learn the skill and are released, former convicts and now coders are connected with tech companies like Slack, Google, and even Facebook.
You're talking about disrupting the status quo of people not normally getting access and opportunity.
The Last Mile program is defying the country's 83% recidivism rate. In its 10 years existence, there has been zero recidivism amongst its nearly 100 graduates.
KSX is just the extension of JavaScript.
Graduates that include Jason Jones.
Not only are we driving down the recidivism rate where people get out and don't come back no more, but we also have the ability to go back into communities and stop people from coming to prison in the first place.
What the Last Mile has shown is that change is possible.
Beverly Parenti and her husband, Chris Redlitz, founded the Last Mile program at one prison in California, and now it's in several across 5 states.
We're trying to create a platform that we can take across the country that will sort of level up expectation from people inside.
In total, about 500 offenders are going through the program now, and while their lives are potentially being changed, the financial burden to society is also being relieved.
We know for sure that there are better uses of our funds than spending on prison.
Generally, many people inside really want to do better. They want a second chance. They want the opportunity to be successful. So create that opportunity for them to be successful, because 90% of the people that are incarcerated are going to get out. So the question is, who do you want them to be?
I'll see y'all next Tuesday.
For The Race, I'm Alicia Nieves.
Thanks for joining us this week for our conversation about criminal justice reform. Make sure you join us next week as we talk about gambling, from education funding to promised jobs, and the ways legal sports betting is making an impact. Until then, from Hartford, Connecticut, I'm Chris Stewart, and this is The Race.